how's it going, guys? Kyle with Dirt Bike Channel here again. You are watching Dirt Bike Channel, and I am doing something today that I've never done before. In fact, I'm doing two things today that have never happened before on this channel. The first is that I am going to pick up a Beta 300. So I have had so many people emailing me and sending me, comments and things through YouTube and Facebook over the last few years saying, Beta, 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 you gotta try a Beta, you've got to try a Beta. And guess what? Today is the day when I pick up the Beta 300. So that's the first thing that I'm doing, is I am trying a Beta. Second thing I'm doing that is something I've never done before is I'm picking up a bike that I'm gonna test, which I'm not paying for. Okay, so that's a huge thing. I reached out to 3 different dirt bike manufacturers at the beginning of this year and said, hey, look, I would like to do a review of your bikes. I've got a few different bikes in mind. I buy these things at retail. Is there any way I can get any sort of a discount? Because the dealers don't seem to be able to give me any discount, which I understand. So I went straight to the manufacturers and said, is there any way I can get a little bit of a discount? And to their credit, 2 of the 3 dealers, or manufacturers, I should say, 2 of the 3 manufacturers did say, you know what, we can work you out a little bit of a discount on a bike here and there, which was helpful. Beta, though, said, you know what if we just loaned you a bike for 90 days or so and let you try it? And I'm going, okay. Yeah, let's give it a whirl. With one caveat, though, saying, hey, if you got to know, I'm going to speak my mind anyway. If I don't like something about the bike, I'm going to say I don't like that thing, and you're going to have to be okay with that. And because that's what's going to happen. If I don't like something, I'm going to say it. And it'll be interesting to see how that goes, because I do have gripes with each bike that I have ridden, and if a bike isn't as good as something else, I will say it. So I try to do that I want to do that to be completely and 100% open and honest with you guys, because that's why you're tuning into the channel, at least some of you, is to get honest reviews from a real world guy who is just, I'm not a professional racer, I'm not paid by these companies, I'm giving honest reviews and just sharing my feedback and sharing my experiences with them. So that's what we're gonna do here on this Beta. Yeah, so it'll be kind of interesting, because if I, they may not want to give me any more bikes. If I don't have a lot of positive things to say, or if I'm too critical about one aspect or another, it may be the only one that they give me for a loaner bike. I have to turn it back in 90 days or so, and I'm fully aware of the fact that if I say something to them, they may not want to do this anymore, and that's totally fine. I've gotten along this far. I've purchased like 15 different bikes out of my own pocket with the money that I'm making either from my job, or a little bit from YouTube AdSense, or a little bit from Patreon. Every little bit helps, and I'm thankful for every little bit. There's also a little bit of money coming in from the parts referrals that you guys do. When you use my links on my site for parts, I get a little bit of a referral bonus for those things. And so all that stuff kind of, bottles into that. But what it boils down to is I'm spending my hard-earned dollars, because contrary to what many people may think, the YouTube money that I have made is bar none the hardest money I have ever earned in my life. I'm 36 years old. I've had a number of different jobs, real jobs, and I have a current job right now that I'm really thankful for. But this guy about got T-boned by me, because he is not doing a good thing. Anyway, the money that I make on this YouTube thing is, oh my goodness, it is the hardest money I have ever earned in my life. If you broke it down, for the last several years, I've been making far, far below minimum wage. A lot of times I'm making $1 per hour and sometimes even less. So the money that I make on YouTube is dang hard to make, and it's blood, sweat, and tears to make that money. At least it has been for me. So it'll be fun to go and pick up this Beta. I'm excited. I've got a Yurko 300 SER to compare it directly to, a 2017 model, and I also have access to the KTM 2017 300 XC. I had that bike before. A lot of you guys have seen it. I sold it to Sam. He's still got it. You know, so we can compare three different 300s back to back and ride them, and one of them may shine over the other. They may have different things. I already know that the KTM is going to have less vibration. It has less vibration than the Yurko 2-stroke, so we'll see if it's got less vibration than the Beta. And it's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait to do it. So many people have been bugging me for so long. Beta, and now I'm going to have a Beta. It's the standard edition. For those of you that don't know, it'll be the Beta 300 RR standard edition. I wanted to do the race edition, but Beta didn't have any for sale or for anything anywhere in any of their warehouses, and so we started with the standard edition. The standard edition has it has oil injection, so it's not EFI. It doesn't inject the fuel into. It still has a carburetor, but it will have. It's got oil injection, so you're not mixing gas. You'll put oil down into a reservoir, and then it mixes the oil into the fuel for you. And so that's the way that bike works. So it should be pretty exciting to finally try out the Beta alongside of the Yurko and alongside of the KTM, and just see what's what. Hey guys, if you didn't already know, Patreon is the best way to support Dirt Bike Channel. We've got some really cool rewards over there, so click on the link up here that you see to become a patron. That'll take you directly to our site, and you can check everything out. You can donate as little as $1 per month, and it would really, really help us out. Thanks a ton, guys.